cream business now.
Karl Hausman loves to have a good time, and even more so, he loves his customers to have a good time at the $Silver Ice Cream Parlor in Sinking Spring, just outside of Reading. These hands have a lot more talent than just serving up ice cream. 4 times a week, Karl puts his scoop away, straddles his stool at this piano, and sets the house a-tingling with the best of jazz and ragtime. Karl loves music. His upbeat tempos and original songs have been heard far beyond the walls of the $Silver. Last summer, Karl entertained thousands as he played Dixieland jazz on Main Street in Disney World. Karl's musical roots go far beyond Disney World. 20 years ago, he was tickling the keys with the Kit Kats, one of the hottest nightclub bands in Pennsylvania and New Jersey. So how did this musician, who has played gigs from New York to Florida, end up in an ice cream parlor in Sinking Spring?
Well, Jill, I'm a city kid. I came out of Philadelphia along with the Kit Kats, and we had first discovered the Pennsylvania Dutch country about 20 years ago, and we loved Lancaster, York, Lebanon counties, etc. My wife happens to be from Berks County, so later on in the 70s, when I met my wife and the group was disbanding, I went as a singles act, and I had this dream for an ice cream parlor after my 2 daughters were born.
Whether it's an audience of thousands at Disney World or a crowd of 20 at this ice cream parlor in Sinking Spring, Karl is the master of the keyboard, and his listeners love it. So stop on by some Wednesday, Friday, or weekend night around 7 o'clock, and we'll guarantee your foot will be tapping to that old ragtime rhythm.
May be the king of ragtime, but Rosie is...
He may be one of Hollywood's big...
Hi there, and welcome to tonight's PM Magazine. I'm Kim Lemon.
And I'm Blake Powell. This evening we're at the $Silver Ice Cream Parlor here in Sinking Springs. We're going to have some great ice cream and some great ragtime music.
During our first story, we're going to meet Burt Reynolds. We know him from his wit and humor on the screen, and we know pretty much that he's got his personal and professional life together, or so you would think.
As is usually the case, things are not always what they seem. Right now, let's meet a Burt Reynolds you've never met before. He did mention that the accident on the set resulted in a rebroken jaw and $25,000 in dental work. So, as you might suspect, he's going to take a year or 2 off and live in the slow lane for a while. Stay with us. We'll be back with more of Ragtime from the $Silver Ice Cream Parlor, and we'll also take you on a...
Every Sunday night here at the $Silver Ice Cream Parlor in Sinking Springs, they have a sing-along. So not only is there great ice cream here to be enjoyed, but there's a lot of fellowship and friends to spend time with. Have you ever gone backpacking? Well, if you have, then you know the danger that bears pose. If they smell food, they're going to try to eat it no matter what. Well, now park rangers have come up with a new container that seals the food so tightly the bears can't even smell it. Those containers are still in the experimental stages, but there are ways that you can protect yourself. First of all, stay alert when you're hiking. Second, never hike alone. Third, if you've got a dog, don't bring him with you. They can sometimes attract bears. When we come back, we'll have more from Sinking Springs here in Pennsylvania. And this man isn't visiting the zoo. He's one of the exhibits.
PM Magazine.
Welcome back to tonight's PM Magazine from the $Silver Ice Cream Parlor in Sinking Springs. And besides the great ragtime music they have here, they also have great sundaes. And this is one of the main attractions, one of my favorites, a banana split. You know, one of the main attractions at the Miami Metro Zoo is a very unusual specimen from Spain. He has no feathers. As a matter of fact, he wears a 3-piece suit. He's an urban man. And we went down to Miami to take a look at this unusual attraction. Urban Man has migrated to New York, and he'll stay in hibernation there until the summer. And this is Karl Hausman, the creator of these great ragtime tunes. Karl, I understand you were the main piano player in Disney World last year.
Yes, I loved it. Great experience. Then I came home and made the $Silver Ice Cream Parlor a success, and now I'm going to record my first album in 10 years. And this will be mostly a honky-tonk music like we do here, and I'll be making my first honky-tonk video. Made with local people, right here in central Pennsylvania.
Well, given the way you play, I'm sure they'll both be great. Good luck with them. Stay with us. We'll have more with Karl and the Silver Dollar Ice Cream Parlor. We'll also give you a scoop of a great dessert that's good for you.
Well, Carly, when do you think our sundaes will get here? Pretty soon? Oh, Chris, thank you. Boy, look at this. Welcome back to the Silver Dollar Ice Cream Parlor here in Sinking Springs. Imagine if you could eat a sundae that tasted as good as this with half the calories and more nutrition. Well, you could if you ate it out of soybean. It's called tofutti, and it sure is good. You might not have known, tofutti is made in 2 places in the United States, and one of them is in Lancaster County at the Penn Supreme. Now here's a look at tomorrow night on PM Magazine. Agent 007 is still the toughest spy around, thanks in part to Steve Link. What are your resolutions for 1985? Find out what people in the Susquehanna Valley would like to change for the upcoming year.
Thanks for joining us for tonight's PM Magazine from the Silver Dollar Ice Cream Parlor in Sinking Springs.
And if you'd like to check this place out, it's open every day except Monday. They'd love to see you.
We've had some special treats here tonight, but nothing so special as what you could win. Stay tuned for details.
See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Good night. I think it's number 33 here.
Yeah.
The Ice Cream Parlor has been featured on PM Magazine twice, and now it's our turn.